Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday we did not get an opportunity to talk about the event that was going on in Nakuru, and again, President Uhuru Kenyatta has addressed the nation. But still, I got so many requests from our followers on this platform through WhatsApp, requesting that we bring here that discussion. And I think we will do it now. So, President Uhuru Kenyatta definitely, in his address of the nation, what I heard, he mentioned Raila Odinga almost 3 times in his speech. And again, President Uhuru Kenyatta was talking about the project that has been able to be delivered during the handshake and the investment that has come in after the handshake. So it tells you clear that President Uhuru Kenyatta is clear that after the handshake, he has had a best time to do his work. So to finish this discussion in 10 minutes time, I want us to connect President Uhuru Kenyatta's speech at the National Assembly, then the Nakuru event where the count was elevated to a city, and the response from the Deputy President William Ruto while he was in his campaign in Machakos County. But before we go deep into that, I just want to request you quickly to subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. And all the channel subscribers, I must tell you, thank you so much for your unconditional support. Those who are dropping comment, thank you so much. Again, I'm also requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend our video to more viewers. Now, back to our discussion. So definitely in President Uhuru Kenyatta's speech, he was clear that after the handshake between him and the ODM leader Raila Odinga, it was very easy for him to do many projects from that time. So it means so many projects have been accomplished during the handshakes. Then number 2, the president was clear that it was easy to win the confidence of investors who were running away from the country before the handshake. So therefore it tells you that investment is going high according to Uhuru Kenyatta. And again, in President Uhuru Kenyatta's speech, he went ahead to mention the name of Raila Odinga 3 times. So it tells you that that is where President Uhuru Kenyatta's heart is. That is the person that Uhuru is embracing to take over leadership from him. There's nowhere he mentioned his deputy. Instead, he talked about the people who are fighting BBI, which was one of his agenda after the handshake. And in that way, definitely was talking about his deputy, William Ruto, who was definitely sitting there. Again, President Uhuru Kenyatta went ahead to mention the name of ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi 1 time. In my thinking, you know, Gideon Moi, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Senator Masika Wetangula can easily join Azimio la Umoja or welcome Raila into Oka. But seemingly Musalia Mudavadi amekuwa headache kiasi. So Uhuru is here still telling Musalia Mudavadi, look here my brother, we can still work together. Join us. That is what Uhuru is telling Musalia Mudavadi. So he has not given up on requesting Mudavadi to join this other side. Now, day after, President Uhuru Kenyatta proceeded to Nakuru to go and launch the city. His deputy William Ruto did not go with him. So Raila Odinga, the Nakuru governor, and other people, including Gideon Moi, accompanied President Uhuru Kenyatta. Instead, William Ruto proceeded to Machakos County, huko Ukambani, and he got an opportunity to respond to President Uhuru Kenyatta speeches on the address of the nation. And William Ruto was clear. Number 1, the incoming president, meaning him, he's not going to implement building bridges initiative. He's clear that number 1 is going to take power, and number 2, BBI will die. Then William Ruto also goes ahead to take credit on the project of Jubilee government. But at the same time, he is saying that when the handshake came and the Mutu wa Kitandawili, all the Jubilee agendas and the project have failed. I wanted to listen to him shortly, then we can continue with this. Now, Ruto, in one hand, is saying that President Uhuru Kenyatta has failed, that Jubilee government is failing. At the same time, he is also talking about the development agenda of Jubilee government in terms of the road, infrastructure, talking about TTIs, all those construction that has happened in Jubilee government. So he might be speaking in both sides of the mouth. Because in one side, you want to take credit for the development agenda of Jubilee Party, what they have succeeded. And on the other side, you want to distance yourself from the failures of Jubilee government. So really, if it is true Jubilee government has failed, then why is William Samoei Ruto still coming in to take the credit for development project that has happened in Jubilee government? He can mention a number of roads, he can mention a number of infrastructures, be it colleges and TTIs, so many things. So one funny thing that I found about William Samoei Ruto is that Ruto might have realized that he might not become the next president. And in that way, maybe Ruto is just practicing on how to become the opposition leader. Because that's the truth of the matter, because there's no way, if Jubilee government was failing, then the best thing that William Samoei Ruto could have done was to advise President Uhuru Kenyatta. And if the president is not taking his advice, then instead of being part of the failure, and you don't want to take credit in the failed, then it was good for him to resign from Jubilee government, then come and seek the new mandate from Kenyans, and in that way he could have distanced himself from Jubilee failures. But instead, William Samoei Ruto is not ready to resign. Meaning he has been part of the failures in Jubilee. Maybe if he resigns today, you will see the scandal that has happened in Jubilee. Utapata now cases now zimeanza kumfuata kwa koti. Maybe that is the reason why he is not resigning. But otherwise, what stopped him from resigning from Jubilee? If he feels that Jubilee is a failure. So Ruto is already playing opposition politics within the government. And he is learning that President Uhuru Kenyatta has made his mind clear that definitely Raila Odinga is the person to watch. And for him, he has to draw his own path. Because the president cannot say that after the handshake, I have been able to do more projects than before. Again, he's talking about the investment that has happened and winning the confidence of investors. And William Samoei Ruto is talking the other way around. At the same time, then you say that William Ruto is in the same term with President Uhuru Kenyatta. They are not. So we don't know who is speaking the truth here. But seemingly, because how William Samoei Ruto is behaving, he might be lying to Kenyans. And it is easy for Kenyans to see this. Because how do you take credit for the development project of Jubilee and at the same time, you are condemning same Jubilee for the failures? Stop taking credit, then sell your agenda. People will understand you. Now, lastly, while the deputy president was busy campaigning in Machakos, President Uhuru Kenyatta was endorsing Raila Odinga in the event at Nakuru, Nakuru seat. So the president proceeded to say that the next president of the Republic of Kenya is here with us in this event. So that person cannot be Gideon Moi, who was there. It cannot be Lee Kinyanjui. He might have been talking about Raila Odinga, of course. The president talked about politics being a marathon. And therefore, he has compared the youth and the old. And he said leadership is not about age. For him, leadership is about the brain. Now, William Samoei Ruto can be busy campaigning through dishing out money, populist politics. But Raila Odinga, in his own way, he might be planning on how to win the election. And at the end of the day, you'll find Raila at State House, because now this time around, they might not steal his election. And he's going to win. And William Samoei Ruto should prepare to be in opposition. And that's why maybe you can see William Samoei Ruto being busy learning how to be opposition leader. So the president has made his mind. It is clear, no reverse gear. Raila Odinga is the person that he's presenting to Kenyans as his preferred candidate. And when Uhuru was talking about age, the truth of the matter is that President Uhuru Kenyatta has been the youngest president. And even if William Samoei Ruto can become president in 2022, he cannot be younger than what Uhuru was when he took over power. Because definitely William Ruto will be 55 years next year if he win election. And what age did President Uhuru Kenyatta become the president? he was younger than William Samoei Ruto. So Kenyans have tested the youthful leadership in the country. And you can compare with Kibaki and Moi. Many problems have come when we have had William Ruto and Uhuru. The life has been very much expensive. And President Uhuru Kenyatta proceeding to endorse Raila Odinga, and is talking about age. So he believes that Raila Odinga is the rightful person who can lead the country depending on age and wisdom that he has. For the longest time, again, he has been there. Then what he stands for as Raila Odinga.
Huyu ni mzee, hafai, tunataka kijana, sijui huyu ni ako namna hii, huyu ako namna hii, huyu ako namna ile. Mtu anachagua na bongo bana, mtu achagui na uongozi uko hapa. Sio uongozi, sio mpira ya kuchezwa kwa kiwanja. Uongozi sio sprint, ni marathon. Wewe utakimbia hapa, by the time umefika pale pumzi imeisha. Lakini mzee amekanyanga polepole akuja kupitia ukiwa bado kwa barabara. Tunaelewana wenzangu? Mos.